unfortunately, it's in the Europa League. The first time we've received a defeat in the Europa League, and I'm pretty disappointed about this one. It's finished Wolves 0, Braga 1. A game on paper you probably expect Wolves to win. I think probably 99% of Wolves fans expect us to get something out of the game, and we've come away with absolutely nothing. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on this game now. I think the only consolation is that Slovan Bratislava have beaten Besiktas today as well. Slovan Bratislava with a 4th pot. Besiktas meant to be the best team in the group, so I suppose that's the only sort of consolation, as I say, from today's game. But it almost makes the next group game against Besiktas almost a must-win away from home again. Well, yeah, disappointing game today against Braga. Lineup, which was not as expected, but an interesting one. Obviously, Jimenez starting in goal, more or less a full strength for what we class as the full strength last season. Back 5 of Bolly, Bennett, Cody, Johnny and Doherty. Midfield 3 of Morgan Gibbs-White, then Donker and Neves, and then a front 2 of Jimenez and Cutrone. We got off to a slow start. Braga actually had the best chance, probably one of the best chances of the first half, ricocheting in and around the area, and it took a couple of good blocks for us to get out of trouble there. But from there on, really, Wolves had not complete control, but looked comfortable throughout the game. We were okay on the ball, but the only thing was that we just didn't play with much intensity. There wasn't much energy in the performance, which I demanded. You know, I'm a fan, you know, I don't have much say on how Nuno runs things, but in the preview and in the last review, I just wanted a little bit of energy, and that's just not what we got. I thought, yet again today, for me, there was just, I know it sounds weird because the last 2 league games we've scored 2 goals in each, although there have been 2 defeats. So we lost out 5-2 to Chelsea and 3-2 to Everton. And especially sort of the last 2 games, Braga, 1 clear-cut chance today, and they've taken that chance. Chelsea, although we never looked at the races, 6 shots on target, 5 of them in the back of the net. There's no major individual mistakes. It's just little things that the team need to improve on. For me today, one of the biggest things that it annoyed me in a sense, but it's weird because I can sort of see why they don't do it. It's their lack of risky passes. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to push the envelope. They don't want to try things. They just don't want to, you know, try that risky through ball, try that long ball when the player's in a little bit of space. For me, second half, a little couple of opportunities for Patrick Cutrone, then Donker on the ball, Cutrone run into space. He just held onto the ball for 1 or 2 touches too long. Just play the ball through. If he gets intercepted, it gets intercepted. We'll win the ball back. You've got Braga in there in our final third. But yeah, they just didn't do it. Ryan Bennett, again, he is immune to a lot of criticism, especially. So I can sort of see why he does this. But again, he was very, very cautious about playing forward balls. He didn't want to play a risky pass at all. I suppose when you're a defender, it is a little bit more dangerous because if you lose the ball, you know, it's their strikers are straight away against the defenders. But there's just no real link between the midfield and the attack again for me. Jimenez does look tired, but there's no goodness having 2 strikers if the ball isn't getting up to them. They're being forced to come deep for the ball, and when they're coming deep for the ball, there's no one actually up front. There's no creativity for me in the middle. I thought Neves was better today, but he's just not. He's playing still too deep for me. Then Donker, obviously Martino came on late. There's just, it's weird because they're not bad performances. They're not playing ridiculously bad, but they're just not playing that final ball. We're just not taking the risk, and we're not creating the clear-cut chances. What clear-cut chance did we have today? I think Patrick Cutrone had one in the first half. Maybe he should have put on target, but other than that, what did we create? A couple of odd opportunities on the wing, which got whipped in dangerously and cleared away straight away. It's frustrated, and, you know, we can't. We all know being in the Europa League and Premier League is going to be difficult, but I think we all expected. It's been a tough Premier League start, don't get me wrong. We've played Everton and Leicester, 2 teams that are meant to be battling us for top 7. We've played Chelsea and Manchester United, who are top 6 teams. 4 of our 5 games, that is, and we've picked up a point against Burnley. So I'm not complaining too much about that. I suppose it's the manner of performances that we've had. We were okay today. We weren't bad, we were okay. But when you give Braga 1 chance, These teams are so up for it, they're going to take the opportunity. As a fan, they were a little bit annoying me, and I think they probably annoyed most people with the time-wasting antics and so on. But when you're a team like Braga, you know, we're so well documented in Portugal. They know how good we can be. They know how good we are. They're going to do everything they can to grab a win, and that will be very well reported in Portugal tomorrow that they managed to get one over on us at our place as well. Hopefully it's just a blip. I mean, we'll move on now to Palace, and that is a must-win for me, a really must-win. On the worrying factor, on the worrying scale, with 0 not worried and 10 worried, I'm probably about a 6.5 at the moment. I think I could crank up to a 7.58 if we don't get a win against Palace. If we don't get a win against Watford, as well as I don't get a win against Palace, I mean, I'm looking way into the future now, but I hate to say it, but we're going to be in a bit of under a bit of pressure. So I'm hoping that we can bounce back. I hope we can get a win. Some decent performances out there, but still not good enough for Wolves. Still not creating the opportunities. And it's a 1-0 win on our opening day of the Europa League. As I say, only consolation for me is that Bratislava got a fantastic victory against Besiktas. Obviously, Bratislava on paper were meant to be the weakest team in the group. If they in fact are, and we can manage to get a win against Besiktas, I think we're back on track. And obviously, they're in a lot of trouble then. They're meant to be obviously the strongest team. But if you want to put a smile on my face, guys, I'll leave a link down below. I'm raising money for the Wolves Foundation. I'm doing the Molyneux sleep out at the end of November. If you want to donate a couple of quid to that, please feel free to do so. But hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, I'm sure I'll see you all very soon.